What if staying loyal meant losing your soul? He stood in the rain with a gun in his hand, staring at his best friend's house. His orders were clear: go inside and kill the only person who still believed Marcus Williams was worth saving. Pull the trigger, prove his loyalty, stay alive in the gang, or refuse and die alongside his target. He had 30 minutes to decide. What would you do if the family you'd die for asked you to destroy the last piece of your humanity? This is the true story of Marcus "Ghost" Williams, a name that once made grown men cross the street. A 17-year-old who rose through gang ranks faster than anyone before him, who believed loyalty was everything, violence was power, and the streets were the only family that mattered. Until the night his gang ordered him to execute his childhood best friend. That night, standing in the rain with that gun, Marcus had to choose his life or his soul, his gang or his humanity, the brotherhood that had raised him or the brother who remembered him before the streets changed him. What happened next cost Marcus everything: his reputation, his safety, his freedom, but it saved something far more valuable: his chance at redemption. This is a story about what brotherhood really means, about the difference between loyalty and love, about a young man who thought he was already dead inside, until he discovered he still had something worth fighting for. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because Marcus's journey from the most feared enforcer in South Central LA to the man who now saves kids from that same life will show you something powerful. It's never too late to choose who you become. This is his story, and it starts in the place where hope goes to die. South Central Los Angeles, 1995. Marcus Williams was born into a war zone. His father left before Marcus could walk. His mother, Diane, worked 3 jobs just to keep them afloat, cleaning offices at night, waitressing during the day, taking in laundry on weekends. She loved Marcus fiercely. Every night, no matter how exhausted, she'd kiss him goodnight and whisper, "You're going to be somebody, baby. You're going to do great things." And Marcus believed her. At 8 years old, Marcus was reading at a 6th grade level. Teachers called him gifted. He loved books, loved learning, loved imagining a world beyond the 6 blocks he was allowed to travel. "I'm going to be a teacher, Mama," he told her. "I'm going to help kids like me." Diane cried with joy. "Yes, you are, baby. Yes, you are." But South Central Los Angeles doesn't care about dreams. It only cares about survival. The first beating. Marcus was 12 years old when it happened. He was walking home from school when 3 older boys cornered him in an alley. They wanted his backpack, his shoes, whatever he had. Marcus refused. "I ain't giving you nothing." They beat him so badly his mother didn't recognize him in the emergency room. Broken nose, cracked ribs, concussion. "Who did this?" Diane demanded, holding her son's swollen face. Marcus wouldn't say, because in South Central, snitching was a death sentence. "I fell," he lied through broken teeth. His mother knew he was lying, but what could she do? Call police who wouldn't come? Move with no money and nowhere to go? She held her son and cried, and Marcus felt something die inside him that day. Hope. 2 weeks later, a 19-year-old gang member named Dante approached Marcus. "Heard what happened to you," Dante said. "That ain't right. You're just a kid." Marcus said nothing. "You know why they jumped you? Because you're alone. No protection. Out here, that makes you pray." "I got my mom." "Your mom working 3 jobs? What's she gonna do when someone runs up on you again?" "Love don't stop bullets, little man. You need power." Dante leaned in. "The 8 Trey gangster Crips run this neighborhood. Nobody touches our family. You roll with us? You're protected, respected. You're somebody." Marcus thought about the beating, about being terrified every day, about his mother working herself to death while he got victimized. "What do I have to do?" Marcus heard himself ask. Dante smiled. "Welcome to the family." The gang gave Marcus everything he'd been missing. Belonging. 20 brothers overnight. People who greeted him, acknowledged him, made him feel seen. Protection. Nobody touched him anymore. People crossed the street to avoid him. The power shift was intoxicating. Money. $50 here, $100 there. For a kid who'd never had anything, it felt like wealth and an identity. He wasn't Marcus Williams, the poor kid with no father. He was Ghost, named for his ability to move through enemy territory unseen. To become a full member, Marcus had to be jumped in, beaten by 5 gang members for 30 seconds. If you stay standing, you're in. Marcus was 13, maybe 110 pounds. The 5 gang members were grown men. The beating was savage, blood within seconds, ribs screaming, vision blurred. But Marcus stayed standing, swinging back, refusing to fall. When the 30 seconds ended, the gang cheered. Dante embraced him. "You're family now, Ghost. We die for each other." "I die for the set," Marcus said, believing it completely. His mother watched her brilliant son transform into someone cold and hard. "Baby, this isn't you," she'd say through tears. "This is exactly who I am, Ma. I'm a survivor." But survival came at a cost. Every job Marcus did, lookout duty, drug running, enforcement, pieces of his humanity chipped away. By 15, Marcus Ghost Williams had a reputation. When the gang needed someone handled, they called Ghost. He was smart, ruthless, efficient. He didn't hesitate, didn't show mercy. He was everything the streets needed him to be, and nothing his mother had hoped for. Before the gang, Marcus had a best friend named Jamal. They'd grown up together, same building, same dreams of getting out, but they'd chosen different paths. Jamal stayed in school, got a job at the community center teaching kids basketball. Wanted to be a coach, maybe get a scholarship. Marcus respected that. In fact, Jamal was one of the only people who could still talk to Marcus like he was human. They'd meet up sometimes, late at night, just talk like they used to. "You're better than this," Jamal would say. "The gang ain't family. Family doesn't make you destroy yourself." "They were there when nobody else was," Marcus would reply. "They gave me power, respect. They gave you fear. People don't respect you, Marcus. They're scared of you. There's a difference. Either way, they don't mess with me." "But who are you now? You used to want to be a teacher. You used to care. Now look at you." Those words haunted Marcus, because deep down, he knew Jamal was right. But admitting it meant admitting he'd become a monster for nothing. So Marcus pushed it down and kept being Ghost. Until the night everything changed. The shooting. It started with a territorial dispute. A rival gang, the Hoovers, had encroached on 8 Trey territory. They'd beaten up one of Marcus's crew and taken his product. Disrespect couldn't stand. The gang leadership decided to retaliate hard. Marcus was put in charge of planning the attack. He mapped it out. Who goes where, timing, weapons, escape routes, everything. The night of the hit, 15 8 Trey members rolled deep into Hoover territory. The firefight lasted maybe 90 seconds. Bullets flying, people screaming, windows shattering. When the smoke cleared, 3 Hoover members were wounded. 1 was dead, and a 16-year-old girl waiting for the bus, an innocent bystander named Sierra Martinez, was caught in the crossfire. She died before the ambulance arrived, the witness problem. Sierra's death was all over the news, community outrage, police pressure, but in the gang world, the bigger problem was witnesses. Several people had seen the shooting. Most wouldn't talk, street code. But Jamal had been driving home from work. His route took him right past it. He saw everything. Saw the 8 Trey members, saw the guns, saw Marcus coordinating. And when police came asking, Jamal couldn't lie. A 16-year-old girl was dead. Someone's daughter, someone's sister. Jamal told the truth. He didn't name names immediately, but he confirmed it was gang-related. Confirmed the attackers wore blue. Gave descriptions too accurate to ignore. Word got back to the gang within 24 hours. Dante called Marcus to a meeting. "We got a problem," Dante said coldly. "There's a witness, someone talking to cops." "Who?" Marcus asked, though something in his gut already knew. "Your boy, Jamal." Marcus's blood ran cold. He already did. Cops came to the community center. He gave them enough to build a case. You know what happens if this goes to trial. Marcus knew. A dead innocent girl meant serious charges, life sentences, everyone going down. "What do you want me to do?" "He's your boy, your responsibility. Handle it." "Handle it how?" Dante's silence was the answer. You got 48 hours, Ghost. Either you prove you're still down for the set, or we handle you both. For 2 days, Marcus didn't sleep, couldn't eat, just walked through his neighborhood like a ghost in every sense. He kept seeing Sierra Martinez's face on the news, 16 years old, honor roll, wanted to be a nurse, dead because of an operation Marcus planned, and now Jamal, his best friend, his brother, the only person who still saw him as human, was the loose end that needed tying up. Marcus tried everything, begged Dante for another solution, offered to talk to Jamal, to threaten him, anything but this. There's only one solution, Dante said. You do it, or we do you both. That's the choice. Marcus was trapped. Kill Jamal and stay alive but destroy his soul, or refuse and die alongside his friend. He thought about his mother, about the boy he used to be, about the teacher he'd wanted to become, and he realized Ghost had to die. One way or another, Ghost had to die. The only question was whether Marcus Williams would die with him. Marcus called Jamal, asked to meet at their old spot, an abandoned playground where they used to hang as kids. Jamal showed up with a basketball, smiling until he saw Marcus's face. What's wrong? Marcus couldn't speak. Tears were choking him. Tears he hadn't cried in 5 years. Marcus, talk to me. They know you talked to the cops, Marcus finally said. Jamal's face went pale. I didn't give names. That girl, Marcus, she was innocent. I know, Marcus shouted. You think I don't know? You think I wanted that? Then leave, right now. We both leave. Start over somewhere else. Marcus shook his head. They'll find us. They'll kill us both. Maybe, but at least we die free. Marcus pulled out his gun. Jamal saw it and froze. Marcus, what are you doing? They told me to kill you. Gave me 48 hours. Jamal stared at his childhood friend, his brother, holding a gun on him. So do it then, Jamal said quietly. What? Pull the trigger. If that's who you are, if Ghost killed Marcus, then do it. Marcus's hand shook violently. Do it, Jamal shouted. Prove they own you. Prove you're nothing but what they made you. Pull the trigger. Marcus tried. Every survival instinct screamed at him to do it, but his finger wouldn't move. Because buried under 5 years of violence and fear, Marcus Williams was still alive. And Marcus Williams couldn't kill his brother. Marcus lowered the gun and fell to his knees, sobbing. I can't, he whispered. I can't do it. Jamal sat down beside him, put his arm around him, and for the first time in 5 years, Marcus Williams felt human again. Then let's get out of here, Jamal said. Tonight, right now. The plan. They went to Marcus's mother's apartment. Diane took one look at her son's face and knew. We're leaving, Mama. Tonight, all of us. Leaving where? Anywhere but here. I'll explain on the way. Most mothers would panic, ask endless questions, waste precious time. Diane Williams had survived South Central her whole life. She nodded once and started packing. While Diane packed, Marcus gathered his stashed money. $3,000 from drug dealing. Not much, but enough to get them gone. Jamal called his uncle in Houston. We need a place, no questions. His uncle, who'd left gang life decades ago, understood immediately. Come on. As they packed, Marcus's phone rang. Dante. Time's up, Ghost. Tell me it's done. This was it, the point of no return. It's done, Marcus lied. Where's the body? Desert. Nobody's finding it. Long pause. Marcus could hear Dante's suspicion through the phone. You better not be lying, Ghost. I'm not. Dante hung up. Marcus had maybe 12 hours before someone spotted Jamal alive. Maybe less. They left at 2 a.m. in Diane's beat-up Honda. Everything they owned in garbage bags. The pursuit. By dawn, they were in Arizona. Marcus kept checking mirrors, expecting gang members. Then his phone rang. Unknown number. He answered on speaker. Ghost! Dante's voice ice cold. You lied to me. Marcus's blood froze. Someone saw Jamal this morning. Alive. Leaving his apartment with luggage. Dante, listen. No. You listen. You chose him over your family. That makes you a traitor. And we don't forget traitors. We'll find you. We'll find everyone you love, and we'll make you watch before we handle you." The line went dead. Diane cried in the back seat. Jamal looked terrified. Marcus kept driving. They made it to Houston in 3 days. Jamal's uncle Raymond took them in. Raymond had left the Bloods 20 years ago. He looked at Marcus and saw himself. "You got demons chasing you," Raymond said. "I used to have those same demons." "What did you do?" "Faced them, took responsibility, started over." Raymond looked hard at Marcus. "That's what you gotta do. Running only works for so long. Eventually, you gotta stop running and start living right." The decision. They stayed with Raymond for 2 weeks, got jobs paying cash, started breathing again. Then the news. Police arrested 5/8 Trey members for Sierra Martinez's murder. But without Jamal's testimony, the case was falling apart. "They need me," Jamal said, watching TV. "That girl deserves justice." "You go back, they kill you," Marcus said. "Maybe. But if I don't, those guys walk, and her family gets nothing." Diane spoke up. "What about you, Marcus? What are you going to do?" Marcus had been asking himself that every day. He'd spent 5 years as Ghost, 5 years hurting people, spreading violence, and now a girl was dead because of him. The only way to make it right was to face what he'd done. "I'm turning myself in," Marcus said. "They'll give you 20 years. "Good," Marcus said. "Maybe I deserve it." The surrender. Marcus and Jamal returned to LA together, walked into a police station with a lawyer. "My name is Marcus Williams, street name Ghost, 8 Trey gangster Crips. I'm here to confess to my part in the shooting that killed Sierra Martinez." For 6 hours, Marcus told them everything, every detail, every person involved. He held nothing back. Jamal corroborated as a witness. By the end, police had enough to convict everyone, including Marcus. "You know you're looking at 15 to 25 years, the detective said. "I know." "Why would you do this?" Marcus thought about Sierra Martinez. "Because she deserves justice, and because I'm done being Ghost." Marcus pled guilty to conspiracy to commit murder with gang enhancements. At sentencing, Sierra's mother spoke. "You took my baby from me," she said through tears. "She was 16, she had dreams, and you took that away." Marcus couldn't look at her. Shame burned through him. "But," she continued, "you also did something nobody expected. You came forward, you told the truth. You're trying to make it right." She paused. "I can't forgive you. Not yet. Maybe never. But I see you trying, and that matters." The judge sentenced Marcus to 12 years, with parole possible after 8 for good behavior and rehabilitation participation. "I'm giving you a chance, Mr. Williams. Use it wisely." Prison transformation. Prison was hell. Overcrowded, violent, brutal. But the real hell was internal. Every night, Marcus saw Sierra's face, saw all the people he'd hurt. The guilt was crushing, but Marcus fought for redemption. He got his GED, took college courses, joined therapy for violent offenders. "I thought power was violence," Marcus told the group. "I thought respect and fear were the same. I thought the gang was family." "What do you think now?" the therapist asked. "I think real courage is admitting you're wrong. Real power is choosing not to hurt people. Real family doesn't make you a monster." In year 3, Marcus joined a mentoring program, started working with younger inmates, kids who were exactly where he'd been. "The gang told me loyalty was everything," Marcus would tell them. "But you know what real loyalty is? It's being loyal to your own humanity. It's refusing to destroy yourself just to belong." Some listened, some didn't. Marcus couldn't save everyone. But every person who chose differently was a victory. In year 5, Marcus received a letter from Sierra's mother. "Dear Marcus, I've spent 5 years hating you, and I had every right. But I heard about your work in prison, the mentoring, the young men you're helping. My daughter wanted to help people. She wanted to be a nurse. Through your work, she is helping people. The lives you're changing are lives that won't take other daughters from other mothers. I'm not saying I forgive you, but I see you trying, and that matters. Thank you for not running from what you did." Carmen Martinez. Marcus cried for an hour after reading that letter. It wasn't forgiveness. but it was acknowledgement, recognition that his efforts meant something. It was hope, the release. After 8 years, Marcus walked out of prison at age 25. Jamal was waiting at the gates, so was his mother. They embraced, crying, grateful. "What now?" Marcus asked. "Now we build the life we always talked about," Jamal said. Marcus got a job at the same community center where Jamal worked. He started a program called Second Chances for kids at risk of joining gangs. He knew the obstacles. Gang membership feels like family. Leaving feels like betrayal. Kids have nowhere else to go. Marcus provided all of that: mentorship, support, protection, but most importantly, understanding. "I know what it's like," Marcus would tell kids. "I know the loyalty you feel, the family you think you have, the fear of leaving. But I also know the truth. Brotherhood built on violence isn't real. Real brotherhood doesn't ask you to destroy yourself." Some listened, many didn't. Marcus knew he couldn't save everyone, but every kid who chose a different path, every life changed. That was a victory. 5 years after his release, Marcus saw Dante on a street corner, recruiting a new kid. Marcus approached. His heart pounded. Last time he'd seen Dante, the man wanted him dead. "Ghost," Dante said, hand moving toward his waistband. "It's Marcus now, and I'm not here for trouble." "Then what?" Marcus looked at the young kid, maybe 13, eyes full of fear and desperate hope. "I'm here to offer him a choice," Marcus said to the kid. "You can go with him, and in 5 years you'll be dead or in prison, or come with me, and I'll show you how to build a life worth living." Dante laughed bitterly. "You think you can steal my soldiers? They're not soldiers. They're kids, and they deserve better than what we got." The kid looked between them. Two possible futures. "You walk away, you're out," Dante said. "No protection, no family." "He won't be alone," Marcus said. "He'll have me." The kid stepped toward Marcus. Dante's hand moved to his gun, but Marcus didn't flinch. "You really want to prove my point?" Marcus asked calmly. "Show him the family will kill him for disobeying?" Dante stared at Marcus, then surprisingly lowered his hand. "You changed," Dante said. "Yeah, I did. And you can too. Doors open anytime." Marcus walked away with the kid, half expecting a bullet. It never came. The lesson, 10 years after leaving the gang, Marcus "Ghost" Williams had transformed completely. He'd helped over 150 former gang members transition out, saved countless kids from joining, spoken at schools, prisons, community centers. He married a social worker named Lisa, had 2 kids, coached their teams, lived the quiet, normal life he'd once thought impossible. Jamal became a teacher, just like he dreamed. He and Marcus remained brothers, real brothers, not bound by violence, but by love. Marcus's mother lived to see her son become the man she'd always known he could be. She died peacefully, holding his hand. "I'm so proud of you, baby. You found your way home." But Marcus's transformation wasn't just personal. It was about breaking cycles. Gang violence isn't about bad people. It's about kids with no options, seeing violence as their only path to safety and belonging. Marcus understood that. He'd lived it. So he dedicated his life to creating options, showing kids, you have a choice. It might not feel like it. It might not be easy, but the choice exists for you. If you're in a gang or thinking about joining, Marcus has a message. That family they're promising, that belonging, that protection, it's bait. Once you're in, getting out might cost everything, but staying in will cost more. Your life, your soul, your future, your real family. The brotherhood they promise is built on sand. Real brotherhood is built on truth, on lifting each other up, not tearing others down. And if you're already in deep, if you think it's too late, Marcus is proof that it's not. It starts with one choice, one moment of courage, one decision to be more than what the streets made you. You're not your gang name. You're not your past. You're whoever you choose to become next. The final truth. Marcus often thinks about that night in the rain. Gun in hand, 30 minutes to decide. That's when Ghost really died, Marcus says. Not when I went to prison, not when I got released, but the moment I chose my humanity over my gang. Brotherhood isn't about who you'd kill for. It's about who you'd refuse to kill for, who you'd save even if it cost you everything. Real brotherhood lifts you up, sees your worth, believes in your potential, helps you become your best self. That's what Jamal gave Marcus, what Marcus's mother never stopped giving him, what Marcus now gives to kids who need it most. And that's what Marcus wants you to know. Your past doesn't define your future. Your choices do. He chose violence. Then he chose redemption. That second choice made all the difference. What will you choose? Subscribe to Ever After Lessons for more true stories, proving it's never too late to become who you were meant to be. Because everyone deserves to be seen. Everyone deserves hope. Everyone deserves a second chance. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. Moral lessons. Real brotherhood is built on love, not violence. Your past doesn't define your future, your choices do. True courage is choosing humanity over survival. Loyalty to your soul matters more than loyalty to a gang. Redemption is possible, even after terrible choices. One person can break generational cycles. Real power comes from lifting others up, not tearing them down. It's never too late to choose differently. Thank you.